You by OSIM, Asia's #1 brand in healthy lifestyle products.
I talked earlier about Bang's tendency to hold his hands low, very confident in his boxing, being an amateur boxing champion out of Seoul, South Korea. Won't be surprised if Майрбек comes with some high kicks, training at Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand. Certainly a major capability of his.
And he's fought in some big shows, so certainly shouldn't be fazed by this atmosphere. We talk so much about the UFC jitters. Don't expect too many of them out of Майрбек Taisoumov. And for Bang Tae-hyun, he has talked about these mistakes that he makes. He's watched a lot of film and feels like he sees a few things that he can capitalize on here tonight.
Well, he certainly has the look of a very confident man, took command of the center of the octagon right now, and he's keeping his hands low, trying to bait Майрбек in. And there's the high kick we talked about with his hands that low. Bang Tae-hyun should expect more of those. Hyun looking to counterpunch here. Eats a huge leg kick there from Майрбек.
Who follows it up with a straight right hand.
And Taisoumov grew up a wrestler, so wouldn't be surprised to see him eventually try and take this to the mat, although he normally likes to stand and trade with his opponents. Another huge inside leg kick. You can already see the right leg of Bang Tae-hyun turning purple right inside his right knee. Oh, and a huge body kick there from Taisoumov.
But a nice job by Bang Tae-hyun to eat it and keep moving forward.
He landed a nice left hand there on Taisoumov. Hyun's got to be careful not to counterpunch too much in these rounds. You could sometimes lose a round on points just from the other fighter being more active.
And we mentioned Taisoumov being the total package. He likes to strike, but he has been a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion in Austria, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic. Has a lot of credentials, really, in every discipline of mixed martial arts, and lands another killer inside leg kick there.
Nice straight left there from Bang Tae-hyun, followed by a right hook.
Able to check the kick upstairs despite the reaction from the crowd.
You know, even when you block those kicks, when you're fighting, you know, an orthodox versus southpaw opponent, that still hurts. You're getting your own hand smashed into your face. Huge left hook there from Майрбек. Looks like it stuns Bang Tae-hyun. Hyun continues to hold his hands low.
Nice job. Taisoumov catches the leg and throws the right hand. Bang Tae-hyun shaking it off.
Very interesting. He's been hit with some big shots, and Hyun still with his hands below his chest here, baiting Taisoumov in.
Bang Tae-hyun doing a nice job keeping that left hand up.
Майрбек is starting to find his range with his left hook. Every time he throws a straight right, Hyun drops his own right hand, leaving the left hook of Taisoumov wide open.
And you see a cut on the bridge of the nose of Taisoumov.
Taisoumov is very technically sound in every aspect of mixed martial arts, utilizing good footwork here. Hyun really doing his best to try and get this fight into boxing range. When they get in tight, dirty boxing range, Bang Tae-hyun is landing some nice combinations. Surprised to see Taisoumov not throwing more of those inside leg kicks, and a huge right hand there. Hyun tried to...
But man, is that chin holding up here. It has been all action through 4+ minutes.
Just incredible how confident Bang Tae-hyun is in his chin as he stalks down Taisoumov with his hands at waist level.
Yeah, he is not intimidated by Майрбек Taisoumov.
태어났는데 조금 다 좋은데 제가 어설프게 올른 아이킥 하나만 블로킹해주고 그 다음에 네가 페이크를 좀 만들어봐 태어나. 너무 지금 둔하거든. 앞손 하나 걸리면 갈 것 같아. 근데 어설픈 거 날라가도 한 대 맞는단 말이야. 그리고 천천히 무니까 걔가 계속 압박.
He starts the round out with his hands so low. There's a beautiful counter to the leg kick by Taisamov. Catches the kick, hits him with an overhand right. There's that left hook that Taisamov was finding a home for. Towards the end of the round, though, Bang Tae-hyun was...
So a strong opening stands up for Майрбек Тайсумов, but man, is Bang Tae-hyun fearless.
Comes out with his hands a little bit higher. Surprised Taisamov doesn't go right back to that inside leg kick that he did so much damage with early in round one. Taisamov continues to circle to his right, which against a southpaw like Hyun is not necessarily the best idea. Here he switched it up, finally starts circling left, which can give you a better angle to land your straight right and your right body kick.
Nice kick to the body there to give you some perspective. Майрбек Тайсумов, the biggest favorite on this fight card, top to bottom. So
Bang Tae-hyun is waiting too much. He's got to start getting off first. He's allowing Taisamov to start his combinations and get out of range before Hyun can counterpunch effectively. You know, it's always easy to talk about these adjustments when you're outside the cage, and when you're in there in the heat of the moment, sometimes these things just don't occur to you. You don't realize what the scorecards are. In your own mind, you think you're winning, or you think you see an opening, and maybe that's what's happening here with Bang Tae-hyun.
Taisamov, a tremendous athlete, finally works on a takedown attempt here, and he gets it.
Nice single leg takedown. Майрбек has a very active top game. Beautiful get up there by Bang Tae-hyun. Uses his own legs to butterfly hook and stand right back up without sustaining any damage.
But Bang Tae-hyun starting to show some signs of fatigue. Майрбек Тайсумов, at least the book on him is that he has cardio for days. Certainly appears to be the fresher fighter here with 3 minutes to go in round two.
Oh, you could tell at the weigh-ins yesterday. He's in phenomenal shape.
And I think that's part of the reason Roger Huerta, excuse me, Brian, makes that George St. Pierre comparison, just how seriously he takes everything when it comes to his mixed martial arts career.
Oh, Roger Huerta said in camp, they have to get light heavyweights to go with this guy. He beats up everybody at Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand, and here's Bang Tae-hyun. He landed an inside leg kick to the zone, followed up by a nice front kick. One of the things we've seen is Taisamov has thrown a number of right high kicks. They've all been blocked by Hyun. Big right hand there, but as he blocks those, his left hand, which is his best weapon, that left arm and left hand are getting smashed by the shin of Taisamov. That can take away from the power of that left arm. You can see some bruising already on the elbow of Bang Tae-hyun for his left elbow from eating some of those kicks to the body and the head that he's had to block.
So we cross the 2-minute mark now in our middle round. A couple of UFC debuts here, Майрбек Тайсумов and Bang Tae-hyun. Front kick there for Bang.
Hyun hasn't attempted one takedown yet, which really causes Taisamov to only have to focus on one thing.
Nice right hand there.
Even sometimes just an attempted takedown that you may not, you know the guy's a better wrestler, but just go for it to get it into his head can open up some of your strikes. Another nice inside leg kick there by Bang Tae-hyun. We've seen a lot fewer kicks from Taisamov in the second round, and sometimes you smash your foot against your opponent's knee and that'll stop you from kicking for the rest of the fight.
We'll see if Taisamov, no, backs off the takedown there. Under a minute to go in round two.
Nice takedown defense there from Bang Tae-hyun. Again, we talked about his counter punching and he's not being very active. that can sometimes lose you rounds just based on volume alone, where Taisamov right now is the far busier fighter. There again, you see Hyun being so apprehensive to throw his combinations first. He's just so comfortable counter-striking, but there's no plan B right now.
Kick to the body lands flush for Taisoumov.
I don't know if that was the body or the groin, but Hyun just ate it regardless.
Certainly exuding some toughness is the Korean top team rep.
발이 들어갔냐? 바지에 들어갔어?
Is it hard? Did you get hit in the butt?
Here you go, brother. Hey, you're winning it, but you gotta start. Hey, you gotta start doing more than what you're doing. You gotta start doing more than what you're doing. Let's go.
Where's in that corner of Майрбек, Taisoumov looking for more activity. Feels as though his fighter's winning the fight, but doesn't want to leave this in the judges' hands.
Well, it's no secret. They expected more from Taisamov. They wanted to have him have such an impressive debut that the UFC wanted to immediately match him with their higher caliber guys at 155 pounds. Beautiful level change.
The crowd reacts to that power takedown from Taisoumov, and we'll see what he can do with it now.
Interesting. Hyun had the butterfly guard, gave up one of the hooks. Butterfly guard is one of the very best positions to get back to your feet when you're on bottom. Taisamov normally very active on top. Does not like to just sit in one position, loves to throw elbows and big punches.
And you gotta like Taisumov's willingness to mix it up. The takedown attempts have started to creep in here towards the second half of this fight.
Now we knew coming in he was a very well-rounded, high-caliber fighter. He's certainly showcased that here tonight. Really just in round two, his volume went down a little bit. He didn't try to finish the fight as much. He wasn't kicking as much. Could have possibly injured his foot. Certainly different than round one where he was very aggressive. Does a nice job rotating Hyun away from the cage so he can create room and try and mount here. He's going to look for a head and arm choke. He lost it.
Some shoulder strikes there for Taisumov, who has never needed the judges in his 20 career wins.
Hyun's doing a nice job of forcing Taisumov to use his hands to control him rather than posture up and strike. And another very nice get up by Bang Tae-hyun, using the cage, getting some room with his hips, getting back to his feet. And Hyun's coaches said they wanted to see a lot more from him in this round and mix it up. He was being too straightforward, standing right in front of him, throwing the same punches.
And a brief attempt at a trip there. Taisumov not having it as he slams Bang Tae-hyun to the canvas.
Big mistake by Hyun staying in that body lock, knowing that Taisumov is a very experienced wrestler. Textbook body lock, takedown. Taisumov going to try and take the back here.
And powerfully drags Bang Tae-hyun back to the mat.
Showcases the strength that Roger Huerta was talking about for Taisumov. Said Taisumov was by far the best fighter out of their camp in Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand. Hyun is starting to show some serious signs of fatigue here. Oh, Taisumov has trapped his arm here. He has his left arm around the back, and Hyun is able to get his left arm back now and go back to trying controlling the arms of Taisumov.
Taisumov working out of the half guard here, and you see he doesn't discriminate. I mean, he will throw everything at his opponent. Bang Tae-hyun has absorbed a bulk of that punishment here tonight.
I'll tell you what, Hyun hasn't mixed it up very well tonight, but he has showcased tremendous heart, no doubt about it. He is tough. He's eating some kicks, some punches here. Again, returns to his feet, nice work. He has got to get active. He's got to fight right now like a fighter who's lost 2 rounds and go for a finish right now. He cannot sit back and allow Taisumov to get off first continually here.
And Bang Tae-hyun switching to the orthodox stance there and eats a leg kick for his troubles. You just wonder how much is left in the gas tank here for Bang Tae-hyun. attempt for Taisoumov doesn't land. Brief complaint there registered for a strike to the back of the head.
Pretty impressive that Taisoumov threw a spinning back kick to a left hook.
And you see the damage surrounding that right eye of Bang Tae-hyun. 45 seconds and counting to go in this one. Nice body shot there by Taisoumov.
Hyun continues to trot forward with the same game plan. And beautiful takedown there by Майрбек Тайсумов, showing off some judo skills there.
So we've seen a little bit of everything from Майрбек Taisoumov here in his UFC debut against Bang Tae-hyun, now operating out of the guard. And he might need the judges here tonight. Nonetheless, a dominant effort from Майрбек Taisoumov, looking to put Vienna, Austria on the map. And doing a nice job of that here tonight in his UFC debut.
Now, you know, Майрбек didn't get the finish. He should come away with a decision win here. And, you know, it takes time. It takes experience in the UFC to really catch your groove. And I don't care how many fights you have before you get here. There's your career before the UFC, and then there's your career once you start in the UFC. It is completely different. You can see immediately Майрбек saying sorry to his coach Roger Huerta. Taisoumov really wanted to finish in an impressive fight here. Certainly showcased a wide variety of skills, was impressive nonetheless without getting a finish. Well, you know, the story here was just Bang Tae-hyun allowed Taisoumov to get off first continuously here, and then stuck around in the clinch far too often. He got taken down several times from the clinch. Just can't afford to stay in that position with a wrestler of the caliber of Taisoumov there. Another nice level change to a double leg takedown. Wasn't able to get the finish on the feet, but he had several options in this fight. Bang Tae-hyun did not.
And the timing was there on the takedowns. Every time he engaged and went for one, it seemed to be there for Майрбек Taisoumov. He came in with a 3-fight winning streak. We'll see if he extended it here. The official decision is in. Here's Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the scorecards, and all 3 judges agree 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, Майрбек Taisoumov.
So there it is, Майрбек Taisoumov